Pablo is here. Hello, Pablo. How are you doing, babe?
Ciao, Luis. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to work out with the lads that they're gonna be asking us questions. Okay, if you don't mind,
Okay.
later on in the live. I saw you now with Patrick Kluivert. You've been chatting a little bit about what is Quantocoin, what is football doing now, and a little bit of everything. But please, could you tell us a little bit about you for the lads that are joining us, everybody joining us? Can you tell us a little bit about you and why Quantocoin started, why you got into Quantocoin?
Yes. Well, thank you, Luis, for inviting me to your session.
Pleasure.
Uh, yeah, we were with Patrick. We had a nice session because, your four ambassadors that we have in Quantocoin. It's yourself, it's Patrick Kluivert, it's Michel Salgado, and Roberto Carlos. So we are the four pillars that we really believe in that have always helped. So maybe a couple of words. I'm an old banker, old by age and by experience, worked almost 30 years in the banking industry. And some years ago, I was one of the early believers in Bitcoin. So I started investing in Bitcoin. This was in 2016 when nobody spoke much about Bitcoin. And
Wow.
it was just before Brexit. The Bitcoin was at, you know how I discovered Bitcoin, by the way? Two of my children could not go out and they needed some fake IDs. And to buy the fake IDs, so I hope there are not too many young people, to buy the fake
No,
IDs,
please. No, please. Yeah.
they said, Daddy, can I use your debit card to buy some Bitcoins to buy the fake IDs? And I said, but what is Bitcoin? That's where I discovered Bitcoin. That's where I discovered at the beginning
People, yeah.
nothing. Being one of the believers in cryptocurrencies and the early believers, I started investing in it as a banker, also for my clients. Then we took off when it was at 5,000. We went back in when it was at 7,000, 8,000. So I've been one of the ones who, let's say, of the old guys, of the old farts that we believe in cryptocurrencies. And then came
The beginners, the
Quantocoin.
beginners.
Yeah, it was at the beginning. And then came Quantocoin, where I was approached by the founders, and I loved the idea. And the idea was exactly, how can I say, the opposite of what I was doing, the opposite of what I have been doing for years. As a banker, I've been making a lot of money for me, for the bank, for the shareholders of the bank, on the back of the clients.
Yeah.
We've been opening accounts when we wanted to open accounts, only for the very rich and taking colossal commissions. And these guys from Quantocoin came and said, no, we believe that in the future, we should not go to the banks anymore. It's the bank that has to come to us. And they explained me that there's so many people in the world that are unbanked. Maybe not like you and me. I live in I'm from Dubai at the moment. You're in Europe, which is easy to have access to a bank in general, not only in Spain, but in Europe in general. This said, going off into Italy, in certain parts of Italy, it's still difficult to get to a bank. Now, imagine if you are in Africa. Imagine if you're in India, in South America.
Yeah, exactly. We forget sometimes that we think that everything we go around is everywhere, and it's not like this. We have to think a little bit wider, see the big picture, and see that the world is a little bit more than a few streets and travel to Paris, trying to Dubai or London.
Exactly.
It's bigger than that.
It's bigger, and there are over 2.5 billion people who don't have bank accounts and who cannot have bank accounts.
Yeah.
And so I joined Quantocoin, which is actually the bank of the future. It's the bank in the palm of your hand. It's the bank on your smartphone. And they use blockchain technology, which is the new technology that also uses cryptocurrency for all the transactions, which is secure, faster, and cheaper. At the end, much cheaper. So we at Quantocoin, so I joined, become one of the investors, one of, co-founders, and trying to help them as much as I can, but especially being totally, adopting this disruption, adopting this revolution, and loving the way that they're doing it. Also for football, with all the ideas
exactly.
Football and
because Pablo, because this we are talking about, like you were saying, try to bring it to everybody. That is not something that is only for some people. That you can go and get because I heard you talking with Patrick Clover about how difficult it is to open a bank account when you travel to other places. They're talking about players, talking about sportsmen, but businessmen, whatever who goes or travel to other country to try to live there, try to find his way. It's so difficult to get a bank account. But now people that when we talk about cryptocurrency, some people is a little bit scared about should I invest, should I not, is real. But this is not Bitcoin. This is not only a cryptocurrency. Can you tell us about the differences between the Bitcoin and what is Quantocoin?
Yeah, so just before about the fact that we're discussing with Patrick that it's not easy to open a bank account. It's become crazy. I mean, to open a bank account
Yeah.
today, unless you have a lot of money, you can't. And I was giving the example to Patrick. As you know, I owned a couple of small football teams, and we had players come, and they could not open. I mean, they were coming from Morocco, they were coming from Egypt.
That's
they could
crazy.
not open a bank account, and we had to pay them cash. So imagine what it is. And the other problem was the costs. Once you had them, it was ridiculous. Now, you asked me the question, the difference between Quantocoin,
Bitcoin, cryptocurrency.
Yeah, Quantocoin is a project. I mean, Quantocoin is a company. Quantocoin is the idea of creating a revolution in the banking way. So rather than having big buildings with a lot of people working with beautiful ties and incredible cars, no. Our bank is here. It's a smartphone.
We all have one. We all have one, everywhere.
Everywhere, even in the most faraway places in Southeast Asia, in you name it.
I've been there. I traveled to India, to every single street, and there's people on the street. They all have a smartphone. They all live because they got internet. That's the only thing.
So what we realized after is that not only those who don't have a bank account, but those who live also in Madrid, in Barcelona, in Roma, in Paris, they're fed up. They're fed up of paying crazy rates, of waiting 5 days to get a transfer money from one point to another point. This system solves it. And this is what I always found incredible, is that at the beginning we started with the idea of creating, they started with the idea of creating this company for the unbanked. But we realize today that the first clients we have is everybody. It's people like you and me. It's all the young generation. It's all the people who don't necessarily want to go and each time have to fill in hundreds of thousands of papers to explain where they come from, why they do, and why they're doing that transaction. So making simple things, always keeping in the legality of all the rules and regulations for anti-money laundering, for the due diligence of when we onboard the clients. But it's done digitally. It is done directly with the phone. You don't have to go to an office and show your face and sign papers. So it's simplifying life, making it more secure, faster, and cheaper at the end. Because the end is only cheaper. Now,
there's been a lot of work behind, because we know for quite a few years already. I know that you've been doing a great job behind the scenes, something that people don't see. They see just what is social media, the articles that have been posted all around the world about Quantocoin and the future of this of the company. And but tell us a little bit, because I can see for the guys who are joining us now, we are talking about Quantocoin, what it is, for what can be used in the future. And tell us a little bit about how this company, how Quantocoin can help the clubs, the players, how can it help the fans, because that's another thing that we have to have also in our heads, that this can help also the industry of football. How that can help us, how Quantocoin can help.
Well, first of all, if you take a little bit at all levels, if you take the high levels of a football club, the ownership of a club, every time they have to do the mercato, to buy and to sell players, more and more FIFA and UEFA are against a little bit past scandals, past the corruption problems that FIFA has.
Every year is a new rule to try to control that kind of transfers and stuff.
Yeah, so this goes exactly in the direction that both FIFA and also UEFA are trying to go, is bring transparency. So the use of blockchain, which is every transaction can be traced. So every transaction, when you sell a player or you buy a player, money goes from A to B. That you can see. Rather than having some spooky accounts in Switzerland or
Yeah.
spooky accounts wherever doing that money. So first of all, is
Yeah.
going into what the federation.
All transparency. That is what everybody expects in this kind of situation, of course.
Obviously. Now go to the fans. The fans, for example, when they have to pay their l'abbonamento, how do you say, the yearly.
Yeah, the membership. The membership.
When finally we will be able to go back to the stadiums, I was told that the fees of taxes, transfers,
Yeah.
for the membership payment goes
Yeah.
up to 8% of the price of the membership. In a case like this, we will offer both to fans and to the teams and to the companies managing, for example, stadiums, to receive in cryptocurrency using the app. The same app that you can also use via Quantocoin to register for the matches, to register presence, to buy tickets online. I mean, we're trying to bring it also to a social level in which it's not only the bank to pay and to receive money, but it's also a way to communicate with your club. When your kids go and train, for example, in their club, they don't need to have the WhatsApp group, for example, meeting today for the game at, I know you cannot play. By the way, Patrick just told me that you're still closed for the kids, they cannot train.
Yeah.
Well, this will finish one day or another. We will be offering also on the application of Quantocoin the fact of organizing all these discussions, and that the kids that can go and meet, exactly like WhatsApp can do, a messaging system. But at the same time, where the parents can also pay the membership without being every time, let's say, killed by the fees, killed by the commission. So cheap in a way. And then we're creating now the QuantoPay. Because everybody said, yeah, it's great to have it all digital, only in
your phone, yeah.
But they still want some credit cards or some debit cards. So we created now some debit cards. It's called QuantoPay. We did this with Visa, so it's going to be on the Visa platform if you want, and we will give access to people, and your followers obviously will have access to.
Listen, but can we say that they can have the followers that they will go to Quantocoin, they buy the Quantocoin a certain amount, they will have a limited edition. Can we say it or not? We'll keep it for us.
Listen, Patrick already said it, and he was not allowed. So
oh my God! Oh dear God!
You can say.
Oh my God! Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll give them the good news in the future. No worries. We'll do another one in the future.
No. But it's true because we still didn't, let's say, have it accepted. But each of your fans will be able to receive in a limited edition of the credit card with.
That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Yeah. That'll be nice. Something that we're looking forward to, because I think that it will be a very nice way to start getting involved into this. Because listen, Pablo, I've been reading a little bit about what the people is asking, and they would like to get involved. But how is that possible? How can the people involve? Because I mean, I already got my Quantocoin, but how they support the guys that they are following us today, they can get involved and buy.
Okay. They have to go on the website, which is www.quantocoin.io. Maybe you put it down after on your.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
So quantocoin.io, and there they can buy. They can purchase. It will send them to an exchange called La Token, which is a cryptocurrency exchange, and there they can buy the Quantocoins. Today we're at $22. Next week is going to be at $33, and in 3 weeks
it's been for 1 week, huh? They got $22 for 1 week.
Yeah, we extended it for 1 week because you guys asked us, because it was impossible to do all the.
There was no time for tell them, yeah.
Yeah, so total transparency, we decided to extend it for 1 week, so it's still at $22. It's going to be at $33, starting I think the 7th of February, and then $44.
February. Okay.
Now, we will also try to do those who want to invest larger amounts. Let's say larger amounts, they can also write directly to the company. It's info@quantocoin.io, so that they can speak with the team for larger amounts. But the normal contributors, they can go and just go. Now, something that maybe just for me it's very important is that after you have to explain me something, but because I'm a Milanista.
I know that, I know that, I know
I remember, uh, was 2004, 2005,
that.
2005.
Yeah, I know. I had a chance when we met the first time. You didn't want to say that you were a Milanista. You were talking about football. You were talking that you were Italian. You were explaining me that you where you lived before, and then in Dubai. And then at the end, when we had a little bit more conversation, you said, "Listen." I can remember very well that you said, "Listen, to be honest, I have to tell you that I'm a Milanista." And I remember 2005. Of course I do. Of course I do. But
Who was
I
it?
mean, I think we met after in Siena where we had the chance of assisting on one of the activation of Quantocoin. It was a sponsor of Apollo game where it was fantastic. We spent there 2 days. We enjoy the time and we were talking a little bit about football, about that final, what it was to have the chance of coming back in one Champions League final like that was by winning in the first half and then coming back in the second half to get the trophy.
Because
And
it was
then I
3-0 in the first half,
3-0 down,
and
three
then
zero
in
down, and
10
getting back
minutes.
to it. They call it the miracle of Istanbul, Pablo, to be honest. For us, it was unbelievable, I guess, for all the fans around the world and for the ones who had the chance of being there in Istanbul. This year, again, it's going to be the final in Istanbul, so I'm looking forward to see how it's experienced, and hopefully one of the teams that I follow, or hopefully Liverpool have the chance of getting there. But honestly, I think it's been amazing that from that time until well 2 years ago when Liverpool won the trophy, that feeling of knowing that one of the best finals in the history of football is that one because having the chance of coming back in 45 minutes 3-0 against that Milan. Listen, that Milan was one of the best ones in the history of AC Milan. Huh? It was at the front. It was Crespo. It was Shevchenko. In the middle of the park, it was Kaká. It was Pirlo. It was Seedorf. It was oh my god! It was
Maldini,
amazing.
Pablo.
Maldini, Cafu, Dida was on goal. Amazing, one of the best teams. And to be honest, we struggled so much. We managed to I don't know how in the second 45 minutes to come back, get the 3-3, and then we drop back and try to hold them because they were amazing. Serginho came in the extra time, flying on the wing. And well, in the penalty shootout, it was actually quite special to see these
Genzi tutte.
spaghetti legs, yes, today
Genzi.
saving the penalties. And yeah, it's one of the best finals that we had. We had the chance of playing 2007 again, and we were unlucky in that one. I think that we played even better, but it wasn't that good for us the result. So I think we can call it even. In that time, if it's fine for you, we call it even, one for you, one for us. I see the people saying Didi Haman and Dudek made a massive change for us in the second half because he was the one holding the game in the middle of the park. We struggled so much with them because with Kaká and Pirlo, they were killing us. And with Didi Haman in the middle, kind of helped us a lot. So, yeah, good times those. And today, Liverpool,
Good times for you, but not for me as a Milanista.
yeah, I know. See, the people is already saying Athens 2007. Yeah, good times for us. Yeah, it was amazing. I have to tell you. I can imagine the players. I had the chance also to talk with some of the players that were involved in that game. Also with the coach, with Ancelotti, that he was the coach of that. They couldn't believe it. I mean, they couldn't believe it because they thought that it was already done. 3-0 down, the way that they used to play, the way that they played during the whole year, it was amazing. So yeah, it was one of the best moments in my career, not a doubt of that. And yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm lucky now to be part of the club, running around, moving around the world, bringing some of the values of the club as ambassador. Some of the guys who are now joining us, I had the chance of meeting them because we travel so much. Not now because we got in this pandemic moment and we have to wait. But looking forward to start moving around and again meeting all of them because I'm really grateful of have the chance of being part of the Liverpool family. And well, at the moment, the only way that I can give back that love is trying to visit them and well, sharing with them some of the experience that we had during those 3 years that I spent there.
I remember there was a song about you, with Luis Camps
still,
drinking this
still there. Huh? Yeah, Luis Garcia did sangria, yeah, and it's still there, it's still there. And to be honest, one of the best parts of being part of that family. Because when you are in a team, of course, when you hear your crowd singing and pushing when you're losing or when you're winning, having the chance of hearing of just the thought of Pablo of thinking a group of people have decided to get together to write a song about you, about something that you like, something that they feel about you, and bring it to the stadium and make 45,000 people sing it. That's amazing. And not only that, that was in those 2 years, 3 years, but I left, and I left 2007, so it's been already 14 years. And when I'm traveling to Liverpool, to London, to Asia, to South America, and I have the chance of meeting those guys, and they sing the song, how is that possible? That's really unbelievable to have the chance of enjoying that someone has spent the time to learn that song just to sing it. It's amazing. That's why I try all the time to go there to tell them stories that they want to hear, to share my experiences, and well, give them back the love that I received during those 3 years. Amazing moment.
Yeah, but it's fantastic. But you deserve it because really, since I met you and Kate, your wife, I have to admit, I look forward to meeting your children, by the way, one day. But you're nice to people and you're nice to your fans, and this is something that
I think it's important. I
not
think
all
it's
of them are
important.
like this.
Well, I guess like everything, they are good, bad, they are kind of the other was at the end is about. I think that is very important for us. We got an amazing role that is to try to share our experiences, but also to inspire the young generation. And the only way that we can do that is trying to be nice with them, trying to support them. I go for kids, as you know, and I try to bring those values that I learned during my career as a footballer, that I learned when I was very young in the sports, in football. And it's very important as a former player that we keep that alive. That as a former player we got we have to manage the situation and every single time bring that to the young generation. And it's something that is compulsory to us, and I embrace it very very. Well, I love just to do it because I know that for them it's also very important that they know that we care about all of them being there, and that's it. That's the best way we can have because some of those young players are going to be the future of our generation. So we have to support them.
But it's fantastic to see what you're giving to the generation. I thank you on behalf of them, having 5 children also that admire you.
Yeah, I know. They're doing fantastic. They don't play football, but they play polo, and I have the chance of seeing them a couple of times on social media, and they are amazing. You remember that I tried to go on the hose and try to weigh that, and I was so did the stick, and it was impossible.
Stay there.
Impossible.
Don't move. Don't move.
I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm just reading the guys. Cadiz is playing now against Atletico Madrid. Nearly is 12, and I'm sure that you guys are looking forward to see what is Liverpool play. Look at that.
This is you with the polo.
All said. I was. Oh my God! I look like one of them. But my speed, when I saw them, listen.
You're perfect in that picture.
That was amazing. Listen, what impressed me the most it was the speed. Because it's a massive field, and the speed that they got to get the ball it was amazing. I was so scared every single time that they were to the tackle to try to get the ball, pushing each other on the horse. That's something that I never thought about. That it was amazing, fantastic to see them live.
You know that all the team, Eduardo, Frank, all of them, they really and Juan who received they always say, but when is Luis coming back? Come back. I mean, this summer you guys are my guests with Kat and the children. Stay at my place.
Hopefully, yeah.
But we get the kids also to try.
Yeah. No, we love to. The thing is that we wanted to go back, but with the situation, it got closed everywhere. We couldn't move around. So we'll have a chance. I know we'll be open now. The most important is to be responsible and safe. Exactly.
And it's going to be okay.
Exactly. The people understand that it's a moment that we have to stand still, no move, and soon it will be open. We can have the chance of meeting our friends all around the world and start traveling.
It was fantastic to talk to you, Luis, and to your followers, Quantocoin.io.
Exactly. We'll share it with them because I think it's important. It's a fantastic project that you got involved in, and I'm so proud to be part of it. And I'm looking forward to for all of them to start joining us because I think that it is the future, and we have to give the chance to so many people around the world to have the chance that we have. So let's tell them to join us, and well, looking forward to it, Pablo, and to see you and your family very soon. Okay.
Send my love to everybody. Ciao, Luis.
Ciao, guys. See you soon.